of the most distinctive intros to any guitar song ever. Greg Lake, From the Beginning, Emerson, Lake and Palmer's album Trilogy. And I'm really excited to tell you about a pack of lessons that we've put together here that include 5, what I would consider Greg's 5 greatest songs. Let me tell you about them a little bit chronologically, I think. We start with Lucky Man, his 1970 song that he wrote as a teenager. And it's very simple. It's just strumming in 6/4 time, 6/8, 3/4, however you want to think about it. Very simple strumming pattern using some open chords, and that's all you have to be able to do to play Lucky Man. Now, progressing a year later, we now have a really complex tune, The Sage, from their album Pictures at an Exhibition, that includes some cross-picking, and Greg's styles include cross-picking, alternate picking, and hybrid picking, where he's using the pick and his fingers to pick out certain stuff. As a matter of fact, the next section to The Sage gets very complicated. And all of that is spelled out in the lesson on The Sage. So Lucky Man is down in the level 1, 2, 3 range maybe, and The Sage is up in the level 8 song. So a huge range of stuff. Now, we don't have anything from Tarkus. There wasn't a cool acoustic guitar song on Tarkus, but Trilogy, of course, had From the Beginning. We go through the intro, showing you exactly how to play it. Look at how he does the cross-picking part in the intro. Followed by this great alternate picking section. And then his arpeggios. So not only does it include cool arpeggios and stuff, it has this percussive playing, trying to muffle those bass notes. So all of the techniques that show up in Greg's songs just are stunning. They carry over into all kinds of stuff. So we progress then to the next album, Brain Salad Surgery. Now, for this tune, he was in a drop D tuning and used a 12-string, but this was, of course, Still You Turn Me On. Much simpler than the last two. Really just picking back and forth through some chords. So, Still You Turn Me On is done pretty much with the alternate and cross-picking techniques. And then the package ends with a song that originally was not scheduled to be an Emerson, Lake and Palmer song. This was supposed to be a solo tune of Greg's, but eventually he added the band back into it. I Believe in Father Christmas. This is one you can do with a pick, and that's how I teach it in the lesson, using the hybrid picking technique of using fingers and a pick, or you can do it finger style, like I just did there, and all of that is covered in the lesson on I Believe in Father Christmas. So if you're a Greg Lake fan, if you're not, you should be, but if you are and you want to learn his best guitar songs, just check out the 5-pack that we have of Greg Lake tunes, and again, they include Lucky Man, The Sage, From the Beginning, Still You Turn Me On, and I Believe in Father Christmas, available for less than half of what each individual lesson would cost if you were to pick them up one at a time. Now, of course, our Target members have access to all of these full time, so you might want to think about joining the Target program, because that will give you full access to all of the Greg Lake tunes. But if not, and you just want to study Greg Lake, there are years worth of material in these 5 songs for most guitar players. So, hope you get a chance to check it out and really enjoy working on the Greg Lake tunes.